What's up, YouTube? It's Bonjo here, and this is a Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle, and this is my very first Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle, and it's against Rrated 000. Yeah, so it's a really great battle. So enjoy it. Yeah, so I start off with Aerodactyl, and he starts off with the Steelix. Yeah, so I go for the taunt. I predicted the stealth rocks, but he predicts the taunt and goes for Dragon Tail. That does around 1/4, and it brings in my Chansey. So then my Chansey's defense isn't that good, so I switch back into my Aerodactyl. Now he goes for an Iron Tail that kills me, as it's super effective. And that Steelix is actually bulky one, and but still that crit didn't matter. And you can see that's bulky because that Surf from a Sazandora didn't kill it, and this Sazandora spexed. So imagine that. I asked him whether it was max specialty, but he said it was max HP. Yeah, but I seriously don't know how it survived that. So he goes into Jellyfish. As I go into my Stormer, Rupushin, I switch into that. And he uses Boiling Water, and I just hate that move. It almost always just burns you. Yeah, so I know my attacks aren't going to do much, so I switch into a Chansey to take another Boiling Water. And I don't care if I got burned or not, as I can just aromatherapy all that status away. So then he switches into Zors, his Zeburaika. Yeah, so I go for aromatherapy, and that heals both Chanseys and Rubushin's burn. And he goes for a sub, as I go for soft boil, and then he goes for nitro charge, probably predicting my switch. But that doesn't do much at all, as it isn't stab, and I see that he has life orb. So then I use seismic toss to break a sub, and then he uses wild bolt that does a lot, as it's quite a powerful move, and it's stab. I predicted the switch here cause I thought he couldn't do much to me, so he would switch. So that's why I went for Thunder Wave. So then he goes for another Wild Bolt. I know that as he has Life Orb, he's gonna die, so I just go for Soft Boil to heal a lot of damage. Then he goes for Double Edge. I don't know why he did that. He should have just gone for Wild Bolt. It would have done much more, as it's stab. So yeah, then he dies due to the recoil damage, and I use Soft Ball to get a lot of health. Yeah, and this, as you may have observed, this Chansey is holding an evolution stone. So he goes to Primeape. I know I can't take his attacks. He predicts a switch amazingly and uses U-turn as I switch into my Rankurusu. So then he goes back, and he goes to his earphone. I'm kind of certain that that's not a Zoro, as he just gave it in the name to catch some people off guard. So then he goes for Shadow Ball. I switch into my baby toy, Nettori, because even if that was this Zoro, the dark type moves wouldn't have done much. Yeah, and I predict the switch and go for Leech Seed, and he switches into his jellyfish, and Leech Seed on a wall is just awesome. So yeah, then he goes for Hidden Power, and he thought this Hidden Power was actually fire, but it wasn't. So it doesn't do much at all. It does almost nothing. As I go for Spikes, and then he switches back into his earphone. As I go for I set up another layer of spikes. So then he goes for Hidden Power, and he thought this was also Hidden Power Fire, but it actually wasn't. So then I go for Gyro Ball. This shows that that isn't a Zoro. If it was, it would have his illusion would have been broken. So he goes for another hidden power because he can't do anything, and he gets a crit. That I don't know. You can't say it mattered that much, but yeah, it sort of mattered. I actually predicted the switch and went for spikes, and the third layer of spikes. So then he uses another hidden power, and I finish it off with gyro ball. So then he goes back into his primate. He thought U-turn would kill, but it didn't. And he gets hurt by steel thorns, and he goes and he sends in his Flaffy, and I use explosion. I just explode. I don't know, kaboom! But it doesn't kill as I have only a few EVs in attack. So then that doesn't matter. I just go back into Stormer and Mac Punch. Seeing there's no leftovers, yeah, I think he has an evolution stone. So he switches into his jellyfish and takes a lot of damage from spikes. He goes for boiling water that again burns me as I go for Stone Edge. Yeah, that doesn't do much. If I didn't get burned, that probably would have killed it. Yeah. So then I just go for Mac Punch. I don't know why I just went. I probably predict the switch or something. But that was just dumb on my part. But he would have killed me anyways, cause he's faster. So then I go to Chansey, and he switches out into his Primeape. I predict the switch into Primeape and switch into my not Rankurusu, my Sazandora. He goes for U-turn that finishes me off, and yeah, he goes back and he goes into his jellyfish that gets killed by his spikes. Yeah, so his last Pokemon is a Primeape, so I just send out Rankurusu, as I can take even a super effective U-turn, and last time it did less than half. So yeah, he goes for another U-turn. I survive with 88 HP. Luckily he didn't get a crit. Yeah. So then I psychic to finish him off. Yeah. So good game. Rated. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was my first black and white battle. Yeah, so I guess that's all. Okay, see you guys later in another battle. Probably 4th gen or 5th gen, I'm not sure. Okay, see ya.